Hello everyone, it's Shane Conto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the Showtime miniseries George and Tammy, focusing on George Jones and Tammy Wynette, two of the greatest country western singers, and their tumultuous relationship, all directed pristinely by director John Hillcoat, who did such projects like The Proposition, The Road, Lawless. And with this particular film is tackling, this miniseries tackling this tumultuous relationship over the course of 6 episodes, I do feel like this could have been trimmed down to maybe 4, even at 5 episodes. Some of the things feel a little repetitive and don't add a whole lot of extra, but what really does help us stay glued in is really well-made series here from Hillcoat, who's a talented director who knows how to create an atmosphere, and also the two incredible, towering performances that lead the way here. We have Jessica Chastain as Tammy, who goes through a lot of different relationships. She's dealing with a lot of health issues, and Chastain is able to capture the increasing frustrations, the will to keep going, and just you heard it in Eyes of Tammy Faye, her singing, and you could hear it again here. She is a really strong singer and really sells those moments, and singing Stand By Your Man really hits hard watching this series. But to me, honestly, the big standout is Michael Shannon as George Jones, who, one, could sing. That shocked me a little bit. He does such a fantastic job, but he is a force. Like in anything that he's in, you have the tender, charismatic moments of him being weird, doing like Donald Duck voices and stuff like that, or him being very strung up on whatever booze or drugs he had, and him going on these unrelenting, scary freakouts, and that's littered throughout this series, and there's incredible tension throughout this series, and you see the evolution of their relationship and their unique dynamic, especially later in life when they're both in their own marriages and relationships, but that inkling of that connection that can never go away. You have supporting turns from the likes of Steve Zahn, who's George Ritchie, who is a songwriter for Tammy and also her last husband, and their tumultuous relationship. Steve Zahn does a really good job, and he's really paving a way back for himself from like the early days of, like Daddy Daycare and Sahara, and now doing things like this and doing things like White Lotus and War for the Planet of the Apes, and making some really good work for him. And Walton Goggins plays Earl Peanut Montgomery, who winds up becoming a pastor and is trying to help George follow his own path. And Walton Goggins is a fantastic actor and doing a great job here. And the production design and the costumes are really pitch perfect. Hillcoat is able to capture a specific look that looks of the era and the time, and that really works. And I think this series could have done with some trimming, but in general, hits hard, delivers some incredible performances, some great music, and a roller coaster ride of a romance that, if this were a novel, you wouldn't be able to put it down. But those are my thoughts on George and Tammy. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.